good morning, everyone. So glad you are with us here. 6 a.m. Glad to be back with you after some time off. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Nada Iranpour. Thanks so much for joining us here this morning. It's great to have Eric back, too. We definitely missed you. We're going to get right to our top story here. So this morning, tensions remain high at the border. This is something many of you have been talking about, a weekend of violence just south of our border in Baja California.
So the U.S. government is asking Americans now to reconsider travel to Tijuana and other border cities. CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live in San Ysidro now with a closer look at all of this. Good morning.
Good morning, Eric and Netta. Well, the Tijuana mayor are blaming the drug cartels for all of this violence. As this happened Friday night, businesses are trying to get back to normal. Life is trying to get back to normal after all of this went down. Now, we did speak to a CBS 8 intern about what she experienced. She travels back and forth from Tijuana regularly and was caught up when all of this went down.
It was terrifying. When we went to go out, we saw restaurants were closing very early. It wasn't even 10 yet, and they were closing.
Now, we just heard from Karina Bazarte, who described this as terrifying. Take a look at the scene. The violence had visitors rushing to find safety. The criminal gang set fire to at least 15 vehicles, including public transportation, using some of them to block off streets. Now, more than 300 National Guard troops from Mexico arrived Saturday to bolster thousands already on the ground trying to restore calm in the cities across Baja California. Mexico's president is even considering bypassing lawmakers to have military take charge of policing the streets. Now, of course, meanwhile, businesses in the area are trying to get back to normal, reopening to those normal business hours. However, the U.S. Consulate is still telling people to reevaluate traveling into the area. Officials confirmed a total of 17 suspects have been detained from different cities in Mexico. 7 of those suspects were detained in Tijuana. The Mexican government says this has been the third time this week that Mexican cities have witnessed arson and shootings by drug cartels. However, this is the first time Tijuana was included in the recent wave of violence. Now, there are a lot of people here in the U.S. crossing the border to seek cheaper medical treatment in Tijuana. The tourism representatives tell us that many of them, 90% of those appointments have been canceled. We're also learning that Baja Fest that was planned over the weekend, many people did not go because of the violence, and they're not getting any type of refund if they decided not to travel. There's a second week of Baja Fest coming up, so of course we'll see how those travelers decide with this news of violence in Mexico. We've been following this very, very heavily, and of course we will continue to do so. So for any further updates, head to CBS8.com.